I've been meant to make this video. I'm sorry, guys, but after the fight with Joe and Safaree in Costa Rica on the latest episode of Love and Hip Hop New York Season 9, man, I had to just go ahead and make this video now. I guess this is the right time to make it. Because I have to ask, was the situation with Joe the reason why? TMZ's article is titled, Safaree Fails to Show for Love and Hip Hop Reunion, VH1 Threatens Legal Action. Here's what they originally wrote. Safaree just did a total 180 on his commitment to attend the Love and Hip Hop reunion, a move that could cost him some serious cash. Sources close to the situation tell TMZ Safaree was supposed to appear in Atlanta Wednesday to shoot the Love and Hip Hop show. We're told last Friday he was committed to do the special, but he had a change of heart on Monday, backing out due to what he called safety and mental health concerns. We'll get back to that in a minute. Our sources say VH1's parent company Viacom promised Safaree, listen to this, listen very closely. Our sources say VH1's parent company Viacom promised Safaree they'd put necessary measures in place to make sure he felt safe, including additional security if a fight broke out, but he wouldn't budge. Safaree's no-show certainly didn't sit well with network honchos who fired off a legal letter warning Safaree if he didn't attend, he could be on the hook for substantial damages. Safaree's manager, David Weintraub, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, David Weintraub tells us he's encouraged the reality star to fulfill his obligations to the network. However, the decision on how he handles his contractual commitments is ultimately up to Safaree. Viacom has also threatened to bar Safaree from appearing on any other TV shows while under contract, limiting his ability to make additional income. And then they updated the story at 6:40 p.m. Pacific time. That's 3:40 p.m. Eastern time. This is February 13th, remember, a couple weeks ago. In the update, here's what they wrote. A show source tells us Safaree just arrived to the reunion in the last hour, making a dramatic entrance halfway through the reunion. We're told he failed to make his contractual obligation of the full day, and it's still possible there will be consequences from the network. That's the end of the article, but let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think that his alleged physical and mental health concerns that he was concerned were Joe blowhole Budden? Because, you know, like a whale has that blowhole and then they shoot the water through it. Like, that's how he was. Or like an elephant's trunk just sprang. Like, Joe had fire coming out of the top of his bald head. I mean, Joe was so mad at Safaree for bringing Erica Mena over to Costa Rica. And I can understand Joe being upset because it's like Erica Mena used to, you know, she used to munch on Cynthia. And Joe, you know, they say that Joe, you know, they say that he went from having a rock to having a sock in his pants. You know what I'm saying? They said that your man Joe Budden used to have that blimp. Now he just has that limp. You know what I mean? They said that your man Joe Budden used to bust down walls, and now the only thing he can do is crash against them and splatter all over himself. Like, they say that he's nothing in the bedroom nowadays. You know? They say Joe Budden ain't hitting nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's, I don't know if it's true, but that's what they say. They say your man Joe, they say the mean 3.5 inches just ain't hitting on nothing nowadays. They say the most that he can do is trib with Cynthia, you know, like my favorite rap group, A Tribe Called Quest. They say that the only thing he can do is interlock legs with Cynthia and do girl stuff with her because they said that it only worked. I don't know if that's true or not. But they said that your man Joe Budden can't do nothing with that boiled hot dog between his legs. So he was upset because they say that Erica Mena's tongue is harder than Joe Budden. So he didn't want Erica to come over there to Costa Rica, snatch up that fine Latina, take her back to the hotel room, and no telling when he was going to see her ever again. My Jesus, they said that, you know, Erica Mena might have wanted that old thing back. Cynthia might have wanted that old thing back. And then it would have been Joe and Safaree somewhere sitting there playing cards because Joe can't get hards. You know, allegedly, you know, that's what I'm hearing, that may have been part of the problem, that Joe was worried that Cynthia was going to go run off with Erica Mena, and then he was just going to have to, like, you know, go on a search to find her, knocking on doors of the hotel room like, excuse me, have you seen my wife? Excuse me. Hi, I was wondering if my wife is up in this room. She's not? Okay, thank you. Have you seen a really really, really pretty Latina with a very big butt. She likes to twerk everywhere. You haven't seen anybody like, okay. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? They said that Joe was going to have to go from door to door, room to room, trying to find his bae. Allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not. And he started screaming at my man Safaree like a maniac. And maybe that's the reason why. I mean, remember, he wanted to put Safaree's face in the sand. Oh, he was mad. Joe felt disrespected. No, he felt disrespected. Don't even have time to say disrespected. Disrespected. Jesus Christ. Disrespected was my favorite member of Wu-Tang. Anyway, so what do you guys think, man? Do you think the Safaree came to the reunion late because he thought that Joe the Bully was going to beat him up after school? Or do you think that the reason why Safaree showed up late is he was too busy smashing Erica Menace cakes, which is what all of us want to do? So what do you guys think, man? What was the real reason why Safaree did not show up for the reunion late, ultimately, but it seemed as if he just wasn't going to show up at all? Why? I need everybody's opinion in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it all below. Meat Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and MeWe. Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify. Let me know what you think about this crazy situation. Share this video on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, toucans with the string in the middle telepathically. That way everybody named Mama 2 will know that your man Safaree was not even going to show up for the reunion. Allegedly, possibly, maybe, because Joe Budden was a high headbutt risk. It seemed like Safaree didn't want to take them chances.